Now, since the release of Street Fighter 6, I have been putting y'all on game, giving y'all tips and guides on how to punish broken moves, giving y'all guides on Camby, giving y'all guides on Luke, giving y'all mix up and combo setups, giving y'all easiest and hardest characters to play, giving y'all controller setups, everything in a book that I have been learning, I have been giving y'all. That a video that I was waiting to actually make so that way I could get a lot of experience is how to get out of your rank or reasons why you are stuck in your rank. A lot of people don't know a lot of things and a lot of people really be gatekeeping a lot, but you already know I got y'all game. So before we get to the video, make sure you all leave a like, subscribe if you are new, hit the notification bell to never miss a video and or upload, and let's get straight up into it. Now, starting at some of the lowest ranks like Rookie and Iron, a lot of people don't really know their character. For example, right, let me put myself right now, right, I have it at block all, right, I'm playing against JP. A lot of people don't know their character. First things first, I did make a video on what to actually do when it comes to learning the game, such as learning system mechanics, neutral character archetypes, etc. A lot of people do not know their character. For example, right, I have no fireballs on this character, right? I have no fireballs. Everything on this character is basically you. What I mean by you is the way how this character play out is if how good you are, it's a pure representation of how good you are to make this character work. You will see a difference between our Iron Camby and Punk playing Camby, or Sonic Soul playing Camby, or me playing Camby, or Nephew playing Camby. You will see the difference in levels when somebody is playing Camby compared to the Iron levels, right? They know a lot. For example, right, I know my character archetype. My main archetype is basically to corner carry you, tick throw you. It's to play mind games. My offensive pressure is automatically just, I have to just lock you down. That is my entire goal. Now, when it comes to playing against JP, you know, I have options, I guess, to play against JP. But the main thing that I'm telling y'all to do is to learn your character, right? Know that your light punch is -4, right? It's not punishable. Know that you're able to link it to another jab. Know that you're able to link it to 3 jabs, maybe, depending on the situation. Know frame data, right? So if I know these and these is -2, I know I am not punishable when it comes to that. I have a chance to block. I have a big chance to block. I know that my light kick, big chance to block. My medium kick, I can still block. This I can still block. My heavy kick, my standing heavy kick, I can still block. But my standing punch, I can still block. You see? You just need to learn frame data. I know if I hit you with this, I have a chance to block, because the frames of your character actually matter. You need to know your character inside out almost, and you're not going to learn that so easily at an early level, but you need to know basically the basics. Like, this could go through fireballs. I know that the heavy one hit for +3 frames. The medium is -2 frames, but the light is -3. Like, you need to know things like the spiral arrow, the frames change based off, you know, the distance of where I'm hitting this at. That is -3. If I hit that, that's -9 at that range. You need to know your character. Know your character. Also made another video on basically you needed to learn certain fundamentals to actually progress in this game. And when you watch that video, come back to this video and you will know what I'm talking about. Bronze and silver don't really change also, because they still have a lack of character knowledge some of the times. Most of the times they don't really know what to actually do with the character. They don't know why they're punishable. They don't really know a lot in terms of just knowing what to actually do with their character or the character archetype. But I will be putting y'all on game, because I always do. But since we are still in the bottom 2 halves of the pyramid or the spectrum, I do recommend y'all to actually go inside the lab and try this, right? Now, you need to actually learn what moves do what. When you learn certain frames, right? For example, right, you need to know your hit confirms automatically, right? So let's say I never knew this before, like when I started playing Street Fighter with Cammy, but I'm able to combo my standing medium into light punch depending on the time. When I spam it, you can see that sometimes it just don't come out, but when I delay it, you know, certain things are able to work. Now also, you have tools inside training mode to also help you too. Let me go inside on the cancel timing. Oh, is that I think it's action timing. I think it's this. Now you also could train with this bar to actually get used of the timing of combos and stuff, but I recommend y'all to put this on, because like I said, some moves is not cancelable, some moves is. So you will know that just by this bar. You need to learn your cancelable moves, your drive rushes. You need to learn certain things like the drive shortcut, which I do recommend y'all to actually learn, because this is a lifesaver. Just doing this inside neutral, it scares people to commit into certain buttons, or it just scares them to like, oh my god, like I didn't react to it, so now their brain is, it's like a mind game with that. But another thing that low level people don't do is just meaty, right? So for example, right, let me wake up option on light punch, right? Light punch, I'm gonna have it a light punch. What meaty is basically hitting somebody at the very last frame, right? to where, or last frame on wake up to where they cannot hit you back unless they're like basically like DP. But like I hit him right, meaty. I have different meaty. So my crouch heavy punch is a meaty. My jab is a meaty. I can meaty with jabs. It's just a little bit more difficult. I can meaty with jabs. That frames traps. I could meaty with a, oh my god, let me grab him. I could meaty with my standard medium punch. Like some of these almost auto time. You have to also learn your meaties. I made a fundamental video about all of this, so what I'm telling y'all now, I did discover if y'all don't know exactly what everything is. Oh, you need to actually use meaties. I was playing against multiple level low level people, or just like not high people recently, my friends and all, so I would know that they kept getting clipped by meaties. They just kept getting clipped by meaties. They kept pressing, and due to them pressing, they just got punished every single time. And that's another thing, matching. A lot of people do match. I match to test people gangster, because if they know that I'm on match, that means that they're gonna start going for meaties. And if they're gonna start going for meaties, that means that they're not prepared or ready for a DP, if that makes sense. It's basically like a mind game. But if they know that every single time they try to just source me or hit me with a gimmick, I'm jabbing, right? Now they know, I bet I'm gonna go for a meaty, and when they go for meaty, I'm automatically DPing. It's not able to do. They're gonna have to hold it. They're gonna have to hold it. But median offensive pressure when it comes to the lower levels of, you know, the bracket or the pyramid, like silver, bronze, rookie, gold, it confirms median. You have to work on your offensive pressure. If your offensive pressure don't really work, and you don't know what your character do, you don't know the frames of your character, you don't know what special you cancelable, if you don't know nothing, how you possibly going to progress to hitting gold or high gold? Now around the time I was actually hard stuck in platinum, I was very confused on why I was even stuck in platinum. Generally, I was just thinking that I sucked, which I basically did, but I wasn't thinking about everything that I wasn't implementing before. Like, I'm implementing a lot of the things that I wasn't implementing before now, and I am like diamond 4 or 5. The main problem that I actually had in terms of just platinum was I was lacking a lot of fundamentals. I did not know what a lot of things I actually did. I didn't know how greatly efficient whiff punishing is. Like, I wasn't really moving as I was supposed to move. I really wasn't, like, you know, quarter circling up, quarter circling back, moving back in terms of just neutral, just learning, figuring out an opponent. Now I'm actually adapting to figuring stuff, a lot of stuff out, and I'm just learning. Y'all could of course see where y'all going to be seeing my road to, you know, mastering what can be. Y'all going to be seeing the gameplay there, how the level of play of me, it just increased out of nowhere, but y'all gonna see it. But I wasn't efficiently using drive shortcut, which like I said, I do recommend I actually learn that, or learn most of these, to where y'all would actually get a lot of win streaks, and y'all would just get out of your rank easily if you're not in platinum yet. Platinum is when they take out the win streak, I think, buff, or like stack, to where you keep getting wins after a certain time. They just boost you automatically. So when you get to that point, you would know that, like, all right, I'm learning. Also, my combos wasn't very optimal. I was just wasting bar just to waste bar. Like, I would just do this and then waste bar and then go inside another mix-up. Like, I wasn't very optimal with my combos, so that's what you need to work on in terms of platinum. It's just being very optimal. Working your defense too. I have been working on tech and grabs, which is like very scary, because grabs is like, you're gonna see, is 5 frames. So you just taking a grab is very difficult, especially when, you know, people are strike zone, etc. But I have been learning on defense and just being more calm and patient in terms of just learning the game more. When I actually fixed my fundamentals, I just skyrocketed out of platinum. I just completely skyrocketed out of platinum. Like, it was no lie, it was like a day or 2, maybe 3, I skyrocketed out of platinum. I just all the way out of it, And then for my transition to platinum to diamond, like in between that, I do recommend y'all to learn a lot of matchup characters. For example, right, I never really knew a lot about JP. I started learning a lot about JP because one of the homies, Ross, was teaching us about JP. I need to learn a lot of more matchups, but matchups is going to be the reason why you are hard stuck in a lot of places if you don't have a lot of knowledge on matchups. For example, right, let's say I'm in the middle and Cammy hits me with a hooligan, right? I see a random Cammy hit me with a hooligan. You wouldn't know that if you just jab the hooligan, you're automatically just you're getting hit. And I've seen this with even high level players to where I played, to where they don't know what Cammy actually do, because sometimes people don't even go to other options. You don't really know the matchup. So I will hooligan, right, and they would be scared to press, because they're like, if I press, I get hit. they can't react to it. They get still, and then now I can either grab you, and if I know you condition to where you're not standing up, I just hit you with an overhead before you even get inside range. They don't know that you could block it. They don't know that your best bet is to either jump, punch it, jab it, or either backdash to where you're actually able to compete, or like you just weave all types of option selects. You basically need to go inside training mode, pick one character at a time, and just learn. All right, these buttons do that. That button is negative. Like, you just start clicking. Like, you don't even have to worry about the exact frame. You just need to know. All right, if I get hit by that, that's not punishable. But if I get hit by that, that's punishable. And I have the answer to that. For example, I have the answer to JP Fireball, so I'm like, okay, I have an answer for his command grab, which is very difficult to hit. But when I actually learned, like when I actually perfected, like the timing of it and going to spiral automatically, I'll be perfectly fine. You have to learn certain things in terms of matchup, because if you don't know the matchup, a lot of people just will be mixing you and gimmicking you, and you will get confused. I actually played against Complex. If y'all don't know him, he's a master DJ, and he was just knowledge checking me the whole time, and I basically could have had one without knowing knowledge the first game, but I actually messed up because that's my fault. It's a learn and grow progress. If y'all want to see some tournament runs, I'll actually show y'all. But like I said, you will actually lose mainly in terms of just progressing to a higher level if you do not know matchup knowledges. Your fundamentals not in check, your hit confirms not in check, you don't know your character. It's going to be very difficult. Your defense, you're not patient. You don't know the defense. You cannot adapt to your opponent if you don't know nothing. You have to learn these things. Granted, if you are lacking at a certain fundamental, you can actually learn, like myself included. Like I am lacking in anti-airs and air-to-airs, but I'm learning. Like it's once everything start building up in terms of just that, my offensive pressure is going to be broken. It's literally like I'm going to be a difficult person to actually get out of offense with. Then my defense is coming along with it. You don't have to work on everything all at the same time. You just have to work on everything at an efficient rate. That is pretty much my video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and notification bell. I will be uploading tournament runs sooner or later. I got y'all some stuff that I need to upload. Other than that, enjoy y'all day. Enjoy these videos. Check out my last videos that I will be giving y'all tips on, or that I gave y'all tips on to actually improve in this game. So a lot of people will be watching this, and I know for a fact that y'all will actually know some of the things that I was talking about. But take care, y'all. Enjoy your day. Make sure y'all rank up. Other than that, learn y'all characters, learn matches. Y'all already know y'all gotta learn. I'm out. See you in the next one. Peace.